What have we here? What have we here? Declan bought a new boat. Going out tomorrow to the Bay Quinte for walleye opener. We're gonna put this bad girl to use. Declan's already had it out, but it's gonna be my first time on it. Super excited. We're just getting everything ready to go, rigged up. Declan's tying on some lines and some baits. A couple different rod choices here. Gonna do a lot of trolling, probably do some jigging, and I imagine we'll do some casting as well, but I think the majority of it is going to be trolling and jigging. Declan's got a bunch of stuff rigged up on this boat now. He spent a lot of time on it this spring getting it ready. Side note, new do, Bing the Barber in Perth area. If you guys are looking for a good cut, that's the man to see.
Yeah, so it's a 1775 Fishmaster Lowe. It's almost 18 foot, which is nice. Kind of gives you the length of an 18-foot boat. Doesn't have quite the depth of it. The 18s I was looking at, the hull, like it was probably another foot or so deeper. But I think it was just going to be too big for some of the smaller waters that I like to go in. So, and this one, like I said, is 17'9", so pretty well near 18 foot. So I kind of get the best of both worlds. And yeah, so I bought it at the show and went back and forth with one of the guys at the boat warehouse. Wayne was the salesman, and talked back and forth with him for probably a month and got me all rigged up. So at the back they maxed it out with the 115. You can either get, I believe it's up to 90 horsepower is the minimum, I believe it is for it, and you can go all the way up to the 115. The 115 is the max that you can put on these boats, and so decided to go with the 115. Well, push it good, and I didn't want something a little bit lower and kind of boggy. I'm sure the 90 would push it just fine, but you only had the choice of one or the other, so I figured, well, might as well go with the 115. It just comes stock with a 4-prop Spitfire. It's just kind of average of what they put on it, which I'm totally fine with. They gave me an option of going with a stainless steel prop. I did not want to go with that, just in case we're fishing shallow and I hit something. I did not want it to take the whole lower end unit off, because with the stainless steel ones, they're pretty rugged, and if you hit something, usually you're taking out the whole bottom end. And I did not want to do that. So we'll hop in the boat and I'll kind of give you a little walk around of it. If I can't catch them, I might as well wear them. So starting at the back of the boat, we have the motor, obviously, and then on this side we have your cranking battery and a little bit of storage you can stuff in there, but I'm just going to leave it for the cranking battery. And then under all this mess, as you can tell, we're getting ready to go to the bay tomorrow.
Big fishing trip.
Yeah. So this is live well number 1. I believe it's 20 or 23 gallon, I believe it is. Don't quote me on that. And at the back here, I specifically went with this model too, because these bench seats at the back fold down. You can't do it with the motor fully tilted up, but when the motor's trimmed down, obviously you can flip these seats back. You have 2 more jump seats for your passengers, and they're actually surprisingly pretty comfy. I sat in them at the show when we were there looking at all the boats. You got your cup holders, bait holders if you want to put baits, snacks, whatever. And then if you just flip this down, this is what I love about it. You get an extra 2 feet almost of casting deck, which is really nice, because a lot of the other boats I looked at, they were just the jump seats in the back, and it didn't give you any extra room for a casting deck. and that was one thing I really wanted on a boat when I was to go buy one, was a nice big casting deck out the back. I spend like probably majority of all my time casting out the back. I don't really like fishing out of front of the boat. I'm not sure why, I just do. And yeah, I decided to go with Railblaze rod holders. They fit in my gunnel track that came with the boat. Like they redesigned it and have it all new this year, and I'm really excited to try these out. They seem really sturdy. They are 45s, so for your walleye trolling guys, you know how important 45 degrees is when you're pulling those cranks or your harnesses. And then on this side, you have another set of storage. You can put rods, put whatever you want in here. I'm just using it kind of as dry storage right now. I got the life jackets, got another bait bag in there. I got the light rod in there as well, and that's really handy. All these compartments are lockable as well, so if you're staying over somewhere, you don't have to worry. And then you have your passenger side seat, and then your driver's seat. And we'll jump to the console here. Got the console. I did a little bit of research, and Humminbird came out with the new Explorer 10. It's supposed to be in the future. It's supposed to replace their Helix 10s, Helix 12s, all their big Helix units. I paired that up with a Ram ball mount system. Super easy to move it around. When I'm fishing at the boat, I can bring it out and turn it, because I like to fish out the passenger side. So I'm super happy about that. It's mounted really nice, really flush. Local lad did all my wiring for it, so I'm super excited to try this out. It's new. You got your touch screen and your controls for all the Helix guys. As you know, all the Helixes are all button control. The Solex and Apexes are touch screens. I can basically run everything I want off this. It's really nice. They did all-in-one transducer, so you can have your side imaging, you have your down imaging, you have your traditional 2D sonar. You can put Mega Live on it. You have your auto charting, you have your mapping, you have pretty well everything. You can do everything off this. Then you got all your switches over here, nav lights, billage, your ACs and aerators and all that, which is super handy. I really like the way they did this. It's super flush, super simple, and the chrome on the carbon fiber looks super good too, in my personal preference. And you have more storage up here a little bit, just the little shelves. Super handy if you just want to put small stuff in there. And then come on the passenger side, you have your dry storage box in here. I just keep rags, ownership, and my trolling motor remote in there.
Cell phones. Yeah,
cell phones, whatever you want. Sandwiches, snacks, whatever. And now we'll hop into kind of the front. Before we go to the front, I'll show you the rod lockers. There's this, as I said, there's another rod locker on the passenger side. I'll mainly be using this one. You can fit 10 rods in it. And then jumping to the front here, we have a live well, I believe, is on this side. Yeah, it's another 23 or 26 gallon live well. They give you a rod tape on, or fish tape there on the front, which is actually super nice. It's got the traction to it, so they won't be slipping and sliding all around. It only goes up to 24 inches, but for your walleye guys and crappie guys, that's all you really need, or around here at least. If you're doing anything bigger, you'll probably be using a bump board. You got the front seat here. I'll probably be taking this out. Like I said before, I don't fish in the boat a whole lot, so it's just kind of taking up space. And then over here on driver's side, you have another dry storage. And off to the front of the boat, You mind just unclipping that, actually?
Yep.
The Minn Kota Tarova trolling motor. So I have that ran with an Ethernet to my Explorer. So I can auto chart, I can run everything off of my Explorer to the trolling motor, which is super handy. If you're trolling, obviously it can keep you on course, and I can look at it and control it, everything from the Explorer or the One Boat Network app, which is super handy. And yeah, and then we have the Helix 7 up here. I'm just running it right now as a traditional 2D. That's all that 7 can actually do. In previous videos you guys probably seen, it's actually my ice fishing unit, so I'll be taking that on and off, but hopefully next year I can replace it with maybe another 10-inch Explorer. Just have to kind of see how the year goes. And then I went with another Railblazer trolling motor mount here, just so it keeps it from banging around. Sits in there super tight, super easy. Like I said before, it fits right in the gunnel track here. So far I'm really liking them. I'll just have to see if they can handle the test of the beating of what I'll be putting them through this year. And yeah, that's pretty well it. So we're super excited to get out on the boat. I've only taken it out once this year, just kind of as a test drive and get the trolling motor, its bearings and everything. When you first hook them up, sometimes they take a bit to communicate with your puck at the back to kind of keep you on track with spot lock and everything. The fuel tank, it's an inboard fuel tank. It was another thing I wasn't buying a boat without. I didn't want to have to handle taking in and out a fuel tank for it. This is just cleaner, easier, helps stabilize the boat a little bit better. It runs down in through the bottom on it. And then I forgot to mention, actually at the back here, I will be putting the live scope. I'm just running it this year as the portable unit. Like I said before, hoping to get the Mega Live for it, and once I hook the Mega Live up to the Explorer, I'll be transferring the unit to over here and be getting another one. So it will be super easy, super handy. Everything will be clean and cut again. Right now I'm just running it off my ice fishing stick right now. I just put this down and slap two bungees over it. It should work okay. I actually haven't tried it yet, but that's what I'm going with for theory. And then yeah, so we're super excited. We can't wait. Going out on the Bay of Quinte tomorrow. You'll see us in the boat, and hopefully the next time we see you guys, we'll be in the boat yanking up some nice walleyes, maybe some sheephead, maybe a few pike, and see how the day goes.